this camera will run forever without putting any batteries in it. So this is where we got it set up right now. This is the neighbor's hayfield over here. The deer especially like to congregate back here in this back corner. We're down over a little bit of a rise so they can sit back here and nobody can see them. And we get a lot of animal activity coming up the trail here, and also a lot along the front of the woods right here. So we have this trail camera set up right here to catch things coming in and out, and our HME solar panel on here. This is a 5,000 milliamp one. This will run this trail camera. There's no batteries in the trail camera right now. You can see that it shows the cord hooked up right there. That means it's getting powered off the 12-volt power supply. And this camera will run forever without putting any batteries in it, because inside the solar panel there's a 500 milliamp lithium-ion battery. You push the button underneath here, you can see all 4 lights light up on there. The battery's fully charged. When you put your solar panels out, you want to, at noon, look at the shadow that your solar panel's making, and you want to get that shadow as wide as possible. It's got a couple dials up here. You can turn this side to side, but we don't even use that because we got it on a mount. And then you can lock in your angle of your solar panel. As it gets more towards winter time, you want the angle on this a little bit lower. In the summertime, the sun's higher up in the sky. You want the panel a little bit flatter. So that's our setup. Oh, we also use these small rig clamps here. They got a 1/4-20 thread on the top of them. They fit right on the bottom of our Browning trail cameras. And this HME solar panel also has a 1/4-20 on the thread. And we originally just bought one of these clamps, but I liked them so much we ended up buying more. This really opens up your trail camera game. You can just set it on anything you want and clamp it right in there. It gets rid of your dependence on trees, and it really makes it so you can put the solar panel anywhere. If there's nothing where you want to put the solar panel at, you just pound a T-post in the ground. We also use rebar stakes, just like a 4-foot piece of rebar. Just pound that in the ground, and then you can just tighten this clamp right up on there. It's got 2 ball joints, so you can adjust it, set it up for any angle you want. So what we originally bought this solar panel for was because we had the camera set up on a mockingbird nest. That was going through a set of batteries in about 2.5 days. They wouldn't make it 3 days on the camera. So of course that gets really expensive when you have to go through more than 2 sets of batteries a week on there. So we bought this solar panel and hooked it up to our trail camera that we had mounted on the bird's nest, and we didn't have to buy batteries anymore. The only problem we've had with this solar panel is where it hooks into our Browning cameras, or where it hooks into our cameras. Birds, if they land on this cord, or you get raccoons or squirrels pulling on this cord, they can pull it right out of the bottom of the camera, or they can wiggle it around. And if you wiggled it around without these zip ties on here, then it can cause the camera to shut off and turn back on. And we didn't like that, but these zip ties, we just ran a zip tie around the cord down here and another zip tie up through the back of the mount up here and pulled them together, and now you can't pull that cord out of there. You actually pull the trail camera down by the cord now before the cord comes out. So we fixed that problem. When we had this trail camera set up on our bird's nest, it would run with no problems. The battery never went dead in here. We never had to buy batteries. and we were getting somewhere between 400 and 450 videos a day. We didn't have the cellular turned on, so I can't tell you how exactly it worked with the cellular turned on, but what I can tell you is it can handle 400 or 450 videos a day with no problem whatsoever. And I figure if it can handle 400 or 450 videos a day, it can probably handle the 10 or 20 that we usually get with the cellular turned on with no problem. We never had it drop below half power on this. And there is a 5,000 milliamp battery inside of here, so you don't need to put batteries in your trail camera. There's no batteries in here right now. I can't get the battery slot open though, because this is zip tied on the bottom of here and the batteries pop out the bottom, so just have to take my word for it. There's no batteries in there. We have a Browning Defender Ridgeline Pro. We have about half a dozen of those. We have a Browning Vision cameras. I think we got about 8 or 9 of those. And then we have a Dark Ops camera also. And then we also have a Tacticam Reveal X 2.0. So this will fit, I think all Browning camera mounts are the same. This will fit with the standard cable on here. There is an adapter that came in the case for the solar panel that fits the Tacticam on there. This is a 12 volt panel. There's no switchable voltage on here. It's always 12 volt. The Browning cameras take 12 volt and the Tacticam take 12 volt. But let's see, we have Moultrie, and I can't remember what those are. I've never had this hooked up to a Moultrie camera. Maybe somebody, if they've used this with their Moultrie, leave a comment down below and let us know. Did it work all right with your Moultrie camera? Also, we have the 4K Dargahoo camera from Amazon. This will not work with that camera. This is 12 volt. It's always 12 volt. And the 4K camera from Amazon, that takes a 6 volt power supply. I would not plug this into that. Probably bad things are going to happen. So it works with Browning and it works with Tacticam, at least with the Tacticam Reveal X 2.0. If you got any questions, we're happy with our solar panel. It works really good. So that's it. That's how we have it set up right there on our post.